Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a reading from your highest self. Normally when I'm doing readings, I'm reading from, I say spirit guides or source or something, but today we're specifically getting a reading in communication with your highest self. Which is basically like your soul that's not concerned with the ego part of yourself. The ego is a good thing to have. It's necessary and it serves its purpose. But today we're just talking to the piece of you that's not so much concerned with the ego, the non-human, soulful aspect of you. What message does your highest self have for you today? First thing I saw was the Devil reversed and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so what I'm getting there is your higher self is working with you to remove like the devil energy from your work. This could be something specific, like a specific workplace, or maybe a coworker that you just can't stand or something like that. But whatever that negative energy, or what's it called? Confrontational energy? No, it's abrasive, like the opposite of flowy energy. Whatever the opposite of flow is, that energy that is related to your work, your highest self is working on getting that all sorted out. I think that was the Three of Pentacles that just popped back out. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to be talking about work, your relationship with work. It could also be attitudes. Maybe your attitudes towards work is shifting. And your highest self is aligning you with a greater perspective on your work, whatever it is you do. All right, what about it? What about it? What is this perspective shift? Two of Cups. Okay, so your work is going to stop feeling so much like, oh, this sucks and I have to do it to live, because you have to work to live because you can't survive without money. You're releasing that attitude, and now you're more focused on like, okay, my work is a partnership. Like, I love what I do. I bring value to them. They bring value to me. And it's more of like a harmonious relationship between working and what am I saying? It's a more harmonious relationship between you and your work. It's not so much like you feel like you have to and this sucks and all that kind of stuff. You know those attitudes. I'm sure you've had experience with it, where sometimes if you're working a job that you really don't like, it's like, this does suck, and I resent the fact that I have to do this to be alive and to eat. But that's being cleared out, and now it's going to be like, okay, I love this, and I love that it provides money so I can enjoy life, eat, have the lights on, have a nice home. It's great. It's great. All the cards are staying in the deck instead of flying out today. That's interesting. Normally, I don't take cards that stay in the deck, but I think since we are speaking to our higher selves, it would make sense, because the way I like to read is if the cards stay in the deck, it's like an internal thing that I'll just take note of, and then what flies out is the message. But since we're talking about higher selves, it makes a lot of sense that it's all internal stuff, because our higher selves reside within us. Okay. Ten of Swords reversed. I'm getting all tongue-tied today. Okay. As soon as I say something about how nothing's flying out, stuff starts flying out. But whatever. I am unconcerned. Devil showed back up in relationship with the Ten of Swords. So, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Devil. Okay, so you might still be experiencing some resistance to this mentality change. I do get that it's mostly mentality change rather than like some external factor changing. And I see that you have some resistance to it, because you're like, I just want to be financially successful. I don't want to be so tethered to having to do this in order to achieve financial success. I want to be. And that's causing some inner conflict inside of you. Okay, we were going to switch to a different deck to maybe get some advice on how you can reconcile this within yourself, because I completely understand what you mean by, like, I resent the fact that I was born into a world where work is necessary in order to survive, and to a high extent in a lot of cases. In a lot of jobs, you have to work a lot of hours and very hard in order to reach the minimum. And I'm sure you know that, and I think you're experiencing some angst about it, but your higher self is here to tell you, like, that angst is going to be resolved. Whether you are holding some resistance to this change or not, your higher self is encouraging. Let's see what they're encouraging. What is the practical advice here? Like, what would you like this person to consciously do to help with this? 2 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Okay, so that's making a decision about what you do want to end. So you can think ideally, what about the situation do I not like? Because sitting on our butts all day and watching TV or whatnot, it sounds nice, but after so long that gets very boring. So maybe you want more time to do that. But what I'm trying to say here is there are aspects of working that you enjoy, and there's aspects of working that you don't enjoy. And I think what's going on right now is the aspects of working that you don't enjoy are way overwhelming the aspects that you do enjoy. So you can decide on, like, what aspects of work do I want to end? Like, what part of it do I just want to say no to? It could be like strict schedules. For me, I really, really, like, my least favorite part about working for somebody is that I have to abide by their schedule. It's so strange. It's like, if I'm scheduled to work at 7 a.m. and I'm waking up like at 6 a.m. to get ready for it, I hate that. But if I decide, okay, tomorrow I'm going to start working at 7 a.m., so I'll wake up at 6 a.m. to do that, I love that. It's weird. It's like when someone else tells me what time I need to do something, I resent it and it ruins my day. Well, I'm being a little dramatic, but I resent when someone else is telling me what time I need to do something. But if I set that time to do something at the exact same time, I have no problem with it. It's like, it's not a matter of schedules. It's a matter of someone else having say over my schedule that bothers me. So identify what it is about work that really grinds your gears. It could be anything. I'm sure you know what's bothering you. And when you do that, that's going to open up ideas for ways around it. Or like new possibilities. Like for my example, if I don't want other people to have say over my schedule, that means I should be working a job that I have a say in what time I do the work, if that makes sense. What else would you suggest this person do? It's a lot of cards. We have the 8 of Swords. That's mental, like feeling stuck mentally. But it's a self-illusion trap. Like, it's ways that you have entrapped yourself through thought and mentality and whatnot. And we have 2 Knights here. This one feels like a page. Okay. So we got Knight of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting here is you have an inkling of what you would prefer, or like what you would ideally like to do for work. Like you already know, like, you know what, I would rather, instead of working this factory job, I would rather own my own landscaping company, and I would rather do it that way. Like I would rather make my money that way. And you have that, you're like, you know, I would like that, and that's where the Knight of Cups comes in. So you know you would like it, and you know you would feel fulfilled through it. But since you're in the Page of Swords energy, you're like, okay, but like, I don't know how to do any of that. I don't have the equipment. There's like a lot of mental I don't knows that is preventing you from starting this. And that is what's being brought to my attention. So what do they do about this? So you have some mental Ten of Wands. Okay, so with that I'm getting, it's okay to accept that there might be physical limitations that you're working through, and baby steps, baby steps. Can I get one more card? Ten of Wands. Seven of Swords. Okay, so I'm just seeing a lot of internal conflict about, you have the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Anyways, I'm seeing a lot of internal conflict about pursuing this new thing. Like, let's stick with the factory worker to landscape business owner. It's like you're mentally aware of a lot of the steps that would need to be taken to make that happen. And it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. It's a big shift. There's a lot of equipment, and then you have to find the clients as well, and you have to work out the numbers to figure out how to make that work for you. And what I'm hearing is the only step that your higher self is asking you to take right now is just to open up to the idea of it. Because we had the Ace of Swords earlier and the Ace of Cups now. So it's okay if your brain gets overwhelmed with all of the steps that would be necessary to start this new life, but just remain open to the idea of it. And you can be honest with yourself and your guides as well and be like, you know what, I really like this idea, but I don't know how to implement it. I don't know what to do, but I'm just putting it out there into the world, like, this is what I want to do. And then you can also acknowledge that maybe, just maybe, all these thoughts that your mind is, telling you about the impossibility of what you want, you can write those off as like deceptive. Be like, my mind is deceiving me, and the only reason my mind is deceiving me is because they haven't experienced it yet. The mind, we are born into this world with a blank mind. We know nothing, and we have to learn everything. So if your mind has never had the experience of shifting from a factory worker to a landscape business owner, they just don't know what to do, because that's not something that your mind has learned how to do yet. So it has so many questions, and it just doesn't know. And that's okay. Your higher self is saying that's okay to admit to yourself, I don't know what the steps that are necessary are, but I want this idea. I want this thing. And if you are into visualization or scripting or whatever manifestation techniques that you like to use, you can start applying that to this thing and remain open to the idea that it's possible. I don't know how it's possible, but it 100% is possible for me. And just opening your mind at this moment is the only thing that your spirit is asking of you. Okay, that makes sense, and that is the end of the reading. I'm going to be doing a quick recap before I put all the cards away in the video. So we started off telling you that your higher self has a message for you, and that message is your relationship to work is ready to change, and they are guiding you to change that relationship with your work. That way it's more pleasurable and harmonious and less angsty and resentful. But at this current moment, you are experiencing some mental challenges with letting go of the past ideas at work, especially if you're still living the experience of like a job that you don't want to go to. So you're having a hard time letting go of your older ideas of work and experiencing the harmony that work can bring because of your current experience. And then after that, what was this? I asked what you could do about that. And the first step that was given to you is to go ahead and just get very decisive on what about work, what about it that you're doing do you not like. Get very clear. It could be you don't like someone else setting your schedule. It could be you don't want to work that's so physically intensive, or it could be a work that you don't want it to be so mentally exhausting. Whatever it is about, maybe it's customer service. Maybe you're like, I don't want to be a customer service worker. I don't want to work with the public. Whatever it is about your job, it could be one thing, it could be multiple things. Get clear on what you want to end. What about work do you no longer want in your life? Just get clear about that. Write about it. Journal about it. Just clear that up in your mind. And then explore the new ideas that are coming to you as you're like, okay, I don't want customer service job. What kind of job would I prefer that's not based on customer service? And allow yourself to explore those, and then there'll be one specific one that calls to you. It probably already is calling to you before you even clicked on this reading, but there'll be something that you're like, I don't know how to accomplish that, but that's what I want. Get clear on that one thing that you want and acknowledge, I don't know how the heck to even accomplish that, because like it's something that I've never done before. I don't know what the steps are, and there's a lot that goes into it. But just remaining open and knowing that it is possible for you is all that's being asked. And if you would like to implement some kind of manifestation technique, you can start that now. But the most important part is that you're open to the possibility of it happening. And then as life continues, you will get the ideas and action steps to take and whatnot. It's a journey. This reading was just one step of the journey. It was like the first step, getting clear on which direction you're going. It's like right now, they're asking you to acknowledge, okay, I don't want to be in this area, so let's put in something else into the GPS. And that's all this is. You're putting a specific place into your GPS. You don't know how to get there. You don't know how long it's going to take, or whatever this mental energy is for you. But just know, getting there is absolutely possible. Okay, that is the end of this reading. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, feel free to like it. Subscribe if you would like more readings from me. And with that being said, you have a lovely day. I love you, and goodbye.